Hey you guys, how's it going? It's a lovely day in the neighborhood today. I just got back from my run, so I'm a little bit of a wreck, sorry. So what's new? God, lots of catching up today to do today. Something like that. Let's go in, it's a little chilly, it's November, you know. Yeah, I don't like winter. Okay, so, oh, darn it, I left the radio on. Things to catch up on. The computer, let's make this quick, okay? But this is funny. You'll enjoy this. But stay with me because I've got a workout a move I want to show you later that I figured out for you at-home worker-outers. Anybody, really. But I'm really proud of myself for figuring this out last night. I had to share it with you. But anyway, the computer. I'll get that out of the way first. So, okay, so the guy came to fix the speakers on the new computer that HP sent me, right? Took the computer apart to change the speakers. That didn't work. Figured out it was just the drivers after taking the computer apart. So updated the drivers, speakers work fine. After he left, I realized the volume knobs don't work anymore. I can't put it on mute with a touch of a finger anymore. I had to go into the software to do it. So I'm like, phone him, say, okay, something's wrong with the volume now. So he came back, turns out he just didn't plug the thing in inside the computer. He had to take the computer apart again to plug the thing in. So now the volume controls work, but in doing that, he broke one of the little knobs that holds the keyboard in place. Now the keyboard's loose. So he's coming back to with that part. It's like a faceplate, and he was supposed to come back last Tuesday. And I thought on the weekend, I thought, okay, on Tuesday he'll be here, he'll fix this, I'll have my life back. Computer works, awesome. We're all good to go. New computer. I can stop thinking about the stupid computer and just have my life. Sunday night, the big computer, my big desktop computer, has a meltdown. I've been spending the last 4 days flipping out about my big computer because there's a whole bunch of data on there that I don't want to lose, and I've been backing it up, yeah, but the last backup was kind of old, so, you know, anyway, whatever. I've got a couple of really good friends who helped me out with with trying to save the computer, which turns out they couldn't. It's terminal. Well, I mean, they can. They had to scrub the whole system, though, and which would obliterate all my data. So last-ditch effort, I wound up taking it into one of the stores here, and they have this really high-end tool, and they managed to recover my data. I haven't gotten it back yet, all of it back yet, but they can get the data out, which is good, because it was just so much that I would have had to resurrect, and it would have been a lot of work. So I'm really relieved that this store managed to get the data out, and my friend who has been helping me out, he's been really, really, really quite awesome. He's going to help me get the thing running again. So anyway, so then on Tuesday the guy was supposed to come with the faceplate so that we could fix the laptop and have it fixed and running, and he called me in the afternoon and said the part was on back order and he had no idea when we'd see each other. So, you know, I'm still living with the computer trauma. Anyway, so that was a longer version of the short story than I expected it to be. Sorry about that. I'm talking fast because I don't want to bore you guys to death with my computer trauma too much. I just thought it was a really funny story that I was just about to get my laptop finished, and it still isn't finished, and now the desktop's exploded on me. So, me and computers, we just don't get along. And then I was sitting in my dining room over there. See my dining room where I have my office space and everything right there. My green tea sitting beside my laptop and my dead desktop. Okay, so anyway, I messed up a piece of my video, so I have to re-record something. Anyway, so I'm sitting over in my office space over there, like I just explained, and typing away, and out of the blue, right beside my office space is my kitchen area. There's a light fixture in my kitchen. The light fixture decides right then and there to just let go and land on the tile floor, explodes all over the apartment right when I'm sitting right beside it. I am so lucky I wasn't in the kitchen because it would have landed right on my head because it's right above, like the working area where the counters are and the sink and all that. It would have landed right on my head and I would have been in the emergency ward for sure. So yeah, anyway, so I don't know what's up with me, my electrical karma right now with computers and light fixtures exploding all around me. I don't know. Anyway, so enough of that. Anyway, moving on. My hamstrings. I've decided to really, mostly because I'm time starved and because I'm really just getting fed up with these hamstrings being so Well, they feel tight, but now I'm beginning to wonder if they're not too stretched out, because I've never really actually had a final diagnosis as to whether they're too stretched out or too tight. No one can agree. I've seen chiropractors, I've seen doctors, I've seen sports physios, I've seen sports doctors, I've seen acupuncturists, I've seen massage therapists, you name it, I've seen them. And no one can agree on what's wrong with me. So I have been told in the past to stop stretching by some of them. Other ones say stretch more. At this stage, because I am so time-starved, I've decided to stop stretching. Static stretching. I'm not going to do any static stretching because dynamic stretching is basically what I do. Warm up as with a walk down to the seawall, and that's sort of it. And then when I get to the seawall, just start running. So it's several blocks. So it's definitely a good warm up, and it's good dynamic stretching. And sports specific as well, right? Because walking is similar to running, so it's very sports specific, dynamic warm-up stretching. But I'm not going to do any more static stretching anymore, because I just want to see if maybe they are too stretched out, because when they bother me the most, it's when I'm sitting. When I'm in a sitting position. So I'm wondering, when I'm in a sitting position, of course the top part of my hamstrings are stretched right out, and that's the part of my hamstrings that hurt the most. So I'm going to stop static stretching and try and limit my sitting. I don't know how I'm going to do that, considering I work on the computer so much. But try and limit the amount of stretching I give these hams and see if that feels better. And I've got to say, in the past couple of days, since I've just told myself, no more stretching, and believe me, it was a hard mindset for me to get over, because I've been stretching for years. But for the last couple of runs, my runs have actually felt stronger, better, and less painful. Pardon me. So I'm going to give it the old college try, and try my best to not stretch. It's going to be hard because I'm so used to it. And at the end of my run too, I'm used to stopping and stretching. I'm just not gonna. I'm going to walk home and dynamic stretch my way home instead. No static stretching allowed. And we'll see how we feel. I mean, I don't know for sure, because my hamstrings are really, the pain in them comes and goes quite a bit. So I don't know. This might just be coincidental, or it might actually be the solution. We'll see.